What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my tires. So I have the Firestone Firehawk Indy 500 tires on this car. I did a review about them. I don't know how long the review about them was, but I have had these tires for about 4 to 5 months now. So I do have a pretty good understanding of how these tires react. I have autocrossed them, I have driven them in all sorts of weather conditions, and I do have a better knowledge, I guess now, of how I feel about the tires, and more than just saying, you know, yes, they're good in the rain. If I clap one more time in this video, you have permission to kick me in the nuts. So first, I need to get out of school, answer this phone call, then we'll get back to you. Okay, so anyways, I made that video a couple months ago now, and basically in the video I was just like, hey, you know what, I just got these tires on my car, and yes, I like them, and they're good. And it has rained for like 2 weeks, and they have been phenomenal tires. But I've done a little bit more than that with them now. So, how do I feel about these Firestone Firehawk Indy 500s? They are kind of a underdog tire. They're not that expensive. Not a lot of people have them, and not a lot of people believe in what they can do. But they are becoming more popular now. I went to autocross, and what do I know? But everybody at autocross, Robbie, you fool, not everybody. Lots of people at autocross, let me say, had actually these tires. And I was like, wow. You know, when I first bought these tires, not a lot of people had information on them, and I feel like this is the year of these tires kind of spontaneously coming out of nowhere. They're very good, and a lot of people are driving them on things such as autocross. First things first, I stick with what I said in my first video. These tires are phenomenal in all weather conditions. I find I put them on right before it rained for like a while, and I literally put them on and it rained for like a week or two straight, and I had unreal traction in the rain. I still do. Like, when it comes down, you have a lot more traction than you think you're going to get with a high performance summer tire. But aside from in the wet, they're unreal tires in dry conditions. I've had, like I said, 4 to 5 months now of driving with them, and all they've done is impress me, really. Like, I've done autocross with them. I did autocross. They're not like track sized tires, I guess. They're 255 40s in the back, 255 40s on a 9.5 inch wheel. So not like big beefy track spec tires. They're just, you know, regular tires for my regular car. But they've performed insane. Like, they've performed very, very well. When I was at autocross, I was running 36 PSI on this tire that's not really track spec'd on the wheel. And they still held very well, didn't make a lot of noise. They gripped really, really, really good. They didn't get like hot and melty and lose traction like a lot of tires do. Not a lot, but like the cheaper tires. Once you get them warm, they start to kind of slide and become sloppy and loose, whereas these ones actually get tight. They were really good. I never really lost control with them. I kind of slid a couple times, but that was just me it's partially the steering, right? Like, it's not all about the wheels if you're like spinning. And I could get this thing to over rotate, but be in good control of the over rotate. So like, that is nothing to do with anything but the tires being in damn good control. Because if I lose control and the tires don't want to grip back, then there's nothing I can do about it. You know what I mean? So in that aspect, these tires were phenomenal. I don't know what else to tell you. They didn't smell. The tread has barely even worn on them. I have like those little nubs in between the tires that like would wear to show, you know, if you're wearing your tires unevenly. I don't know if I explained that properly. And they're barely even wearing. Like, to be honest, they are not wearing down that much at all. They're hanging on fairly well. It's not like I have a lot of kilometers on them, but you know, you can tell right away if you go to an autocross event, for example, with a cheaper tire, like, you're gonna be able to see if you're keen for that kind of thing. Just like minimal wear off your tire. It's not like you're just gonna wear the whole chunk off, but you know, just a little bit coming off your tire is normal when you're ripping it around. And these tires haven't lost anything, really. They haven't lost anything to me. And I think the best part about these tires is they're just straight up affordable. They hook hard and they're cheap. Like, you can hook these tires. If you just dump the clutch right now, like, they will grab the ground and they will get me going. And it's hard to find a tire like that in the price range that these tires, geez, that was a big bump, in the price range that these tires are in. It's just, usually you gotta go up in price range to get to that kind of tire. And luckily for these tires, you don't. So I'm gonna not make this video super long today. My whole point here is I already had one review on them that said, you know, yes, these tires are very good for daily driving. I don't know about the track, but in the daily aspect of life, I was like, these tires are fantastic. And now I've not tracked it, but I've taken it to an autocross event, and you know, you push them on the streets a little bit to see where you lose your grip. In the cold, obviously you lose your grip, but I've pushed them a little bit to see what they can do, and they have yet to let me down. So I guess this review is like an add-on to my last one, saying, you know what, like after driving them for 4 or 5 months and pushing them a bit and seeing what they're capable of, I still really like the tires. So if you're watching this video and you haven't already subscribed, do me and yourself a favor. Go ahead, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any more awesome content that is coming out. And if you're already subscribed, I noticed that YouTube recently has taken notifications out for some of you who may have had notifications on from when my videos come on. So make sure you go ahead and turn those on so you know when my videos come out. Next week, I have exams. So for my loyal followers who stayed to watch this part right now, I applaud you guys, and I'm more thankful for the people watching this right now than anybody else. So you guys know, I have exams next week, so yes, I'm going away this weekend, but I'm going to be using what I do for this weekend for content for you guys for next week. So unfortunately, you won't get to see the JDM stuff as it happens. It won't be like a daily vlog situation. You're going to have to wait, but that's just the situation I'm in with exams. That's all. I've talked way too much today. Thank you guys so much for watching. It means so much to me. Please drop a big thumbs up on this video if you liked it, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace out, guys, and make sure to always do what makes you happy.